Girvan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and should I say good morning. It is a privilege to take part in this debate, and I must say that it is probably a debate that might not have happened had the previous Prime Minister been able to come back with a deal from Europe. Unfortunately, Europe, being its usual intransigent self, would not give a deal on that occasion, so a referendum was called. My constituency of South Antrim voted to leave. They did not vote for what is put together today as part of this withdrawal agreement. They did vote to leave the customs union. They did vote to leave the single market. They did vote to leave the European Court of Justice. I can tell you that what we have as being presented this evening and as a withdrawal bill very much does not address those matters. It leaves Northern Ireland in a place which it does not wish to be. A lot of people say that they've heard business welcome this. I can tell you that in Northern Ireland, many families from this United Kingdom gave sons to fight for what we have in Northern Ireland, which is to remain part of the United Kingdom. What was not achieved by the IRA and republicanism and those who adhere to that has been achieved by those bureaucrats within Europe and with a pen, potentially leaving Northern Ireland in the route to a united Ireland. We will not have any control over governments. We will be rule takers, not rule makers. The great emphasis was made about what protection had to be made about the Good Friday Agreement. I never voted for the Good Friday Agreement, I might say, but those that did, there's certain protections that were given. I can tell you that as far as the United Kingdom and the border that we have between Northern Ireland and the Republic, that border does exist. It is there. It is present today. Those who say they did not see it obviously did not look. They measure in kilometres. They use the euro. They tax at different rates. They use state aid in a very imaginative way in the Republic of Ireland, I might say, and they tend to challenge us whenever we attempt to do likewise. But that so-called border that we did put forward in an argument could be dealt with by technology. That technology can be put in between Larne and Stranraer, between Belfast and Ardrossan, and wherever else they want to put ports. Liverpool, they can have all of these issues associated with that and use all of our ports as that by using technology. I can only say that technology can work perfectly well between Newry and Dundalk without any difficulty whatsoever. But we are where we are, and the backstop that has been proposed in this withdrawal agreement is nothing but leaving Northern Ireland out on the periphery. We cannot take advantage, and we have many farmers who say, we've heard the message, the Ulster Farmers Union have accepted this deal. Can I tell you, there are many areas within this. Should intervention be given to farmers from the United Kingdom, and it is not in line with what Europe have agreed, or it is more than they would have received under the CAP agreement, under the single farm payment as it currently is, those farmers in Northern Ireland will not be able to adhere to that, and nor will they be able to access that, because it will be a breach of EU rules. I agree that we have had many advantages in relation to being members of the European Union in relation to the trade. The EEC, as it was brought about, and mention has been made of it whenever we entered it in the 1970s, was never envisaged to be the federal states of Europe that we see today, trying to dictate to the sovereign governments that are around Europe that are members of it. I can tell you that I think that they have overstepped the mark in many areas, and that is one of the reasons why this nation voted to leave. I can tell you that when we had our vote in June of 2016, there was a very clear message came from Europe. They were not going to make this an easy process. That is quite evident today. They will not make this an easy process, and we have not seen the end of the road yet. There's a long way to go. I can tell you that, and I've listened to people around this chamber say this evening that there's no belly of feeling for a no-deal Brexit. That is correct. There doesn't appear to be anybody saying that they're happy to have a no-deal Brexit. There's one thing that is really clear as well. There are very few voices speaking in favour of this agreement that has been put forward. It has united those who want to leave, those who never wanted to leave, and those who actually believe that they wanted to have a no-deal Brexit. So it has united them all in relation to opposing this. I can tell you that that is the way that we will be voting next Tuesday. Me and my party will be opposing this agreement as put forward on the basis that we believe it has left Northern Ireland in a constitutionally vulnerable position. Irrespective of the assurances that we've been given, we know that the backstop has been said that it is only going to be an insurance policy. I can say that we will not be accepting an insurance policy that is put forward which has no route out once we're in. Once we're there, we can never get back out, and that is where we stand. So we will be opposing this withdrawal agreement when it is brought forward next Tuesday.